Sarah Ferguson was an attractive prospect to wed at Prince Andrew. For these reasons, Sarah Ferguson was seen as an attractive prospect for Prince Andrew by Prince Philip before the couple tied the knot. In fact, the royal family's first impression of Fergie was very much different compared to how their relationship ended. In the book Sarah, Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of York, royal author Ingrid Seward said that the royal family actually liked the mum of two for Prince Andrew because she came from a suitable background. She had mixed in the edges of the royal circle all her life and knows the ropes. She was down to earth without any trace of snobbishness they so disliked, and she was probably the first girl Andrew had been serious about who could be considered remotely suitable. Most importantly, the two were deeply in love, Stewart said. The royal author went on to say that Queen Elizabeth liked Ferguson and the two royals got along very well. They shared a love for dogs and horses, and they also had a mutual enjoyment of country pursuits. The Queen Mother also liked Ferguson because she was so English. The Queen Mother went further and said that any girl of 26 would have had previous boyfriends. It was pretty natural, and she thought Sarah would be ideal for Andrew. It was an important show of support because the nation's grandmother can be quite cantankerous, she said. After dating for just a couple of months, Prince Andrew and Ferguson announced their engagement to the world. In 1986, the couple tied the knot at Westminster Abbey. Unfortunately, the couple's relationship didn't last. During their separation, Ferguson was involved in a toe-sucking scandal with John Byron. This tainted her relationship with the royal family. Prince William and Queen froze her out of their circle, but they continued to hang out with Prince Andrew's daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. In recent years, Ferguson and Queen have patched things up, but Prince William and Fergie are still at odds with each other. Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson body language gives impression they are an existing couple. Sarah Ferguson, 59, divorced Prince Andrew, 59, in 1996. But although she isn't an official member of the royal family, she still remains close to Prince Andrew, which has sparked hopes they will remarry. Body language expert Judy James analyzed some of their recent outings. Rumors Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew will remarry have been swirling for months. Some resources claim that they are already in talks, while others have hinted that they are still an item. Meanwhile, the pair have done little to dispel the rumors, making many public appearances together and gushing over one another on social media. Most recently, the duo were pictured together at Royal Ascot 2019 in June. The actors could be seen chatting and joking with each other. Ascot's guest as the Queen's carriage procession entered the venue the month before they attended Lady Gabrielle Windsor's wedding together. Their closeness hasn't gone unnoticed, with fans taking to Twitter to question when will they tie the knot again. Body language expert Judy James analyzed some of their most recent outings together, and she told express.co.uk that judging by their close proximity in pictures, there's very little to imply they are ex-partners. She said, "I think it's fair to say Andrew and Sarah are now presenting the kind of body language in public that would define them as an existing couple. Their proximity in these poses looks natural and spontaneous, with Sarah even standing close and facing him with her torso while he faces front." Judy believes this is down to the new confidence developed around her ex. She continued, "Sarah also seems to have acquired a more confident air, with Andrew openly and emphatically flattering him by gazing at him and smiling or laughing as he talks, or using head closeness as he points out to her." Judy compares their outings in last year to earlier appearances when they were often pictured in the company of their two daughters, Princess Eugenie, 29, and Princess Beatrice, 30. There's nothing to imply ex-partners, in contrast to some of their more historic appearances when they have either had girls with them or when they seem to try to ignore one another despite being at the same level, she explained. Now, Judy says Sarah is bringing out Andrew's fun side. She added, "Sarah's presence always seemed to raise Andrew's mood and make him smile or laugh in a way that he was really seen to do so since they split, and in several of these poses his facial expressions suggest she still brings out his fun and less formal side. In May, the actress attended Lady Gabrielle Windsor's wedding. In one image, Fergie could be seen chatting to the bishop while Andrew watched on. According to Judy, this showed a further development in their relationship. She said, "This image appears to show a further development in their relationship." Sarah seems to be taking the more active role here, suggesting some kind of elevated status. She's the one chatting to the bishop, while Andrew hangs back. This appears to hint that she might have been taking the role of keen and close support to Andrew and their daughters to a more dominant status in the family hierarchy again. The comments follow months of remarriage rumors. Following their weekend visit to Bahrain in April, ITV's royal editor Chris Shipp said their relationship was back on. Taking to Twitter, he revealed in a statement, "Royal relationship back on. Prince Andrew and Fergie back together more than 20 years after their divorce." After being questioned on the news, he continued to say, "Officially, they're good friends." That's what Duchess spokesperson said. Unofficially, they're back on. Meanwhile, American journalist Edward Klein previously revealed they had been in talks about getting back together. Most recently, Eugene spent a wedding message for the anniversary, which would have been on 23rd July, and it sparked fan frenzy. I think it's amazing how they still look so much in love even now. One fan wrote, "Fabulous to see this amazing relationship and well worth celebrating. We're proud of you girls too," another added.